Welcome back to my channel. So in this video we are continuing our LangGraph Text-to-SQL project. So let's start by running this. So in the first part of the project, we focused on creating or setting up a connection to an SQL database. This part connect to database part, then and executing SQL queries. That is the run query function. So we have been done to through this. So we are getting our SQL query. So let me walk you through the main steps covered for this. The first of all, we have defined the state object to store everything required for the workflow, and we have added this plotly JSON that will be implementing today. Okay, then we'll be connecting our database. This part has also been done, and I'm using SQLite sakila.db file that I have downloaded through Kaggle. I will be providing a link to this in the description below. Then just let's see what is this database. Okay, so for that, let me just comment out this thing. So as you can see, this is the schema of our database, that is create table actor, table address, category, category table, city. This is the schema, and let's see how many tables are there. So there are tables available: actor, address, category, city, country. So yeah, this total these tables are available. So now let's go further. So I have been using Grok API key. This is free to use. So and I have stored that thing in secrets variable. You can also store that in secrets variable, and for that you can use grok.com and just go to the API keys. I will be providing this link in the description also. Just create one API key from here and just copy that, and you can use that key. Then we have been integrated LangChain and ChatGroq to enable generation of SQL queries. We have been using Gamma 29B model. So this has also been done in our previous video. If you want to watch the first part of this video, I will provide a link to the link in the description. Then the main thing that we are now doing. Okay, so just I am giving you the overview. So here the prompt template object has been called to format a query generation instructions. ChatGroq generates SQL query based on the template and the schema provided. So we have used LangChain for this. Just we have called LLM dot call as LLM, or you can use LLM dot invoke. So this is the prompt we have given. This you will be getting SQL query of your questions from the database. So now we are heading towards the main part. So in this second part of this project, we are focused on generative, interactive and visually appearing plotly graphs. So we will be generating a plotly graph based on our SQL query. So this step extend the dynamic SQL query generation by adding visualization. So we added a new function that is generate plotly graph that takes a SQL query. So we'll be providing our data context, that is SQL query, then question, that is a user input, and then we have provided some instruction, that is a generate plotly graph in JSON format. We choose the most suitable type of the graph from bar, line, scatter, plot, etc. We can also add pie chart here. Only return the JSON code. So this is something instruction. Always make the colorful graph. Don't write JSON. You can change this based on you. So in input, it takes the query result in pandas data frame. As you can see, we have provided user input, then query result. So what is this query result? Is the state of the query result. Okay, so that state of the query result is our pandas data frame. So whatever we have got our output, that is SQL query, then we have executed that and we have returned the output of that. So that is stored in this. So we will be providing that thing and our user input, and we will be storing that JSON code into our plotly JSON. Okay, now we have been just compiling our graph, that like what we have done in this is just generate plotly graph is not okay, so we have to just call this function first. Okay, so what we have done in this is the first of all, we have created the nodes, that is first connect to database node, then run query node, then generate polygon. So whatever function you have written, just create the node of that. So you have created a node. Then we have to start building our graph. Okay, so first of all we will start by start node. Then we have to go to connect to database. Then from connect to database we have to go to run query. From run query we have to go to generate plotly graph, and from generate plotly graph to end, and then we will just compile our graph. Okay, so we have run this, and for if you want to see how the graph is created, so you can use ipython.display graph.getGraph.draw mermaid png. So you will be seeing this graph, as you can see, from start, connect to database, run query, generate plotly graph, and end. Okay, now to demonstrate this workflow, we provide a user input that is display the name of 10 cities in the database. Then we have initialized the state, that is plotly JSON, connection, message, user input, context, and DB. Okay, so this graph executed each node step by step. So first of all, it will be connected to the database, then generate and execute the SQL query, and then it will create a colorful plotly graph in the JSON format. So that JSON format, so it will be done by this. Okay, for eventing graph.stream, then we have to pass the initial state. So if the value data is plotly JSON, so that JSON was parsed. Okay, so we are doing just JSON dot loads, so that JSON is parsed, and from that we will be taking data and layout from the JSON code, so that we can see that graph. Okay, so then when you do go dot figure, data pass the data and layout, and figure dot show, so you can see the graph that is generated. Okay, so first, we have get the SQL query. As you can see, select city from city, limit 10. Let me first just do this thing, as it is printing unnecessary things. Okay, let's build more one more time graph, and then do this thing. As you can see, the graph has been generated. We have been getting our JSON code. This is the SQL query for that, and this is the output of the SQL query. Now let's ask some other different query, like list 10 actors with their first name and last name. So as you can see, we got SQL query for that. List, select first name and data. These are some simple query. Let's ask some complex question. Let's see if it generates or not, and how graph is coming. So I have asked the question, what are all the details of the films that the actor with actor ID 1 has acted in? Okay, so we get, so this was the query. As you can see, they have put an join for that also. So pretty decent query and their output. And then we also get the graph. The graph was something, because of the size we have got. Let's just run one more time and see the graph changes. You can modify the graph prompt, so you can get even more better graph results, as this data has been large, the output of the df. So because of that also, as you can see, the graph is coming. You can modify according to it. So yep, so in, if you want more next part of this, we will enhance the system with additional features such as saving the graph or generating a dashboard. If you want something, that just comment below. So that's the wrap for this part of the project. So today we have explored how to transform raw query results into visually stunning interactive plotly graphs using LangGraph and ChatGroq. So with just a simple user query, just we are providing a simple user query. Our system dynamically connects to database, process the data, and generate vibrant visualization all in real time. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video or learn something new, give it to a thumbs up and share it with others who might find it helpful. And let me know in the comments what chat types or features would you like to see in future iterations of the project. I love to hear your thoughts, and I will be providing this Colab notebook file in the description, so you can use that. So thank you for watching, and as always, happy coding. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.